to our guest speaker, Honorable Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, to the Board of Directors headed by the President and COO of Colegio de Calumpit, Architect Oscar A. Del Rosario, to the distinguished personalities, teachers, parents, fellow graduates and friends, good evening. As the reality of graduating from high school began to sink in, I also started pondering about these questions. Saan ka galing? And saan ka pupunta? Saan ka galing is a question of origin, while saan ka pupunta is a question of destiny. These questions, when asked in our daily grind, are very easy to answer. We can say, galing ako sa church, or galing ako sa palengke. But today, these questions become very significant to us graduates. Today is a good day to look back. Saan ka galing? Some people say that looking back is not important because it might slow us down from getting to our desired destination. But I personally would like to urge all of you to take time and look back at the years that passed. In doing so, think of all the important people and situations that have contributed greatly in where and what you are now. High school is generally fun and exciting, but I am also sure that most of us experience a great sense of insecurity and uncertainty at some point in our high school life. Perhaps we were faced with financial difficulty, problems at home, problems in school, peer pressure, and other challenges. These circumstances might have discouraged us and told us to hold back. But this I say, we are here, right now, ready to receive our graduation certificate, which marks the ending of high school and the beginning of a new phase in our lives. The past is a very important contribution on what we have become and what we can still be. I hope that by looking back at the past, you and I can say, I decide to move forward. In retrospect, my heart is filled with gratitude to God, who is always by my side no matter what. My parents and my sister, and all my loved ones who continue to inspire me to always be a good person and keep my feet on the ground, and assure me that I am always accepted, even in my worst version. My teachers, if you may, I would like to mention my advisor, Mrs. Angelita Esteban, my advisor during my first year. Second year, Mrs. Evangeline Manggubat. Third year, Mrs. Salita Reyes. And of course, my mentor, Mrs. Eva Sico. Thank you so much, teachers, for everything, for your sacrifice and for your love. Allow me to say this. I was inspired by you to someday be a teacher like you. Thank you very much, teachers. And also, I would like to thank my advisor in the Interact Club of Colegio de Calumpit, Mrs. Ofelia Sevilla. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your efforts, for your understanding, for your love and care for me. You have treated me like I am your daughter. Thank you so much, ma'am. And of course, how can I forget my classmates, the narratives, and all the students that in one way or another have touched my life. High school would not have been great without you. I hope that all of us here will take the time to express gratefulness for what we have achieved. Let us look back and remind ourselves of the things that we learned from the past and be thankful. While it is undoubtedly a good thing to look back, I encourage everyone to start looking ahead. With all the bad news that we hear each day from all over the world, we might get discouraged. Sometimes I also worry about what lies ahead in the future. But when I feel discouraged, I just think of God's promise to His children. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. But of course, we have a job to do. Great blessings will not just fall from heaven. God provides us the strength, knowledge, and resources to enable us to make our lives better. We have to work hard if we want to achieve our dreams. The question that is posed for us today is, saan ka pupunta? If we are able to answer this question right now, then I have no doubt that our future will never bleak. For I know that we can decide where we want to go and what we want to be. I just hope that all we want is to be the best that we can be, not just for ourselves, but for the whole world. We might think that we are too small to make a difference in this world, but this I tell you, we can make a difference, be it individually or collectively. I am confident that we can make our world a better place, but we must start with ourselves. This reminds me of one of the lines in Michael Jackson's songs. It goes like this. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Let us start with ourselves, and surely it will have a ripple effect. Let us look back and learn from the past. Look ahead and start moving forward, armed with the lessons we learned from high school life. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Patricia. May all your dreams and aspirations be realized.